Hello, I'm Nick Arganbright, and in this week's episode of Opposing Roles. Season 2, Episode 18, The Chase. Our heroes give chase. Everyone have dice, extra paper, pencils, their character sheets? All right, let's begin.
Here's your story, let's begin. The water's fine, come on, dive in. The future's here, it's right before your eyes.
Let's roll for initiative.
You could be larger than life, bigger than the world, living out the hopes and dreams of every boy and every girl. You could fly higher than the sky, shine brighter than the stars. You could have all you ever wanted, shoot the moon and reach for Mars. You know you could.
This season, we're playing Dungeons & Dragons by Wizards of the Coast. Our players this season are...
Isaiah Shelwitz,
Jessica Gibson, Laura Spires,
I'm Will Scarborough, I am the DM.
and this is Opposing Roles.
You could be larger than life, bigger than the world, living out the hopes and dreams of every boy and every girl. You could fly higher than the sky, shine brighter than the stars. You could have all you ever wanted, shoot the moon and reach for Mars. You know you're good. Larger than.
This is Opposing Roles. Season 2, Episode 18, The Chase. This is an almost actual play podcast with every season featuring a different RPG game system, sometimes reoccurring, other times brand new. Don't have anything to point out table talk-wise, a section where we discuss inside references or jokes at the table. If you feel we should have said something, please let us know at goodbadgeeky@gmail.com. Support Opposing Roles on Patreon at patreon.com/D4K Studios. Right from day one, $5 gives you early access to all of our podcasts, such as Opposing Roles, The Good, the Bad, and the Geeky, and the magically unauthorized misadventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle and Friends, plus unreleased audio tracks, archived audio, and more, such as original UTMT Patreon content, archived comics for UTMT, Dribble for Kids, and Tales of the 8th Grade Nothing, including brand new exclusive comics and other projects premiering for our patrons first, and more. Become a patron for just $5 a month and support us by heading over to patreon.com/D4K Studios.
When we were last playing, we had ended with Ludo noticing that there were people ahead of you as you made your way towards the caves located in the mountains to the east. So far, all you can tell is that it's 3 people. They're not like dressed in like cloaks or anything. You can't quite make out like distinguishing features at the moment, aside from the fact that one of them is definitely Leto from the hut. The other 2, however, are unfamiliar. I'd say you can probably make a safe assumption that probably Dante and Sandra, but you don't know for certain yet.
How far away are they from my vision?
They're probably maybe a quarter to a third of a mile ahead of you.
They
Okay.
appear hostile.
I am going to... Can I even tell that from where I'm at, or would that be perception? Or...
You can make an insight check at disadvantage just because of distance.
Sure, insight. Disadvantage means what in terms of if I just roll once, or...
You roll twice, but you take the
take
lower.
the lower. Oh. Boo. Okay,
Yep.
hold on. Insight. All right. First one was 15. Second one was 16.
Oh,
That's always nice when it's not too bad. With that, I'd say you can't necessarily make out like an overt aggression or hostility towards you. You notice, however, that as they're moving forward, the trio does appear to be splitting slightly, with 2 starting to kind of fall back while the other one goes ahead.
Which ones it is... Because I really only know Leto, which is the Dragonborn. I'm assuming the other one's Dante and Sandra. Is Leto going ahead, or is Leto staying behind?
Let me check their stuff really quick. Yes, Leto is the one going ahead.
Okay, interesting. Okay, I'm going to hold, let the wind catch my wings a little bit more, and like slowly like hold back and land with the group, turn back into my normal form, and I'm like, guys, I think Leto, the Dragonborn, he's going ahead. While there's three. Actually, I should start off with it. There are three people ahead. I'm not doing this. Three people ahead. Three people ahead. Two are coming off behind. The other one, the Dragonborn Leto, he's going ahead on the path. I think we're going to have an encounter soon.
Well,
Everyone prepare for encounter.
I'm gonna pull my axe out. Just have
We're
it
still in
handy
character.
Everyone
have-
prepare.
there.
Perhaps we should make initiative of some kind.
Should we take initiative in the battle?
Take initiative, everyone.
Definitely, I guess I'll get in front and be like, halt, when they're like, I don't know, 40 feet away or something.
Oh,
An
yeah.
attackable distance away.
Yeah, I tell them how far away they are from us. So
Yeah.
That's
Which at this point, I'd say with you guys moving ahead, they're still keeping they're still moving forward. They're just moving at a slightly slower pace. Like
What
whereas
if-
like
I was gonna say, what if we just hide and let them go about their business?
Wait, sorry. Are they walking towards us or away from us and we're following them?
so with the split, Leto and then the other two, they're all three of them are still going away from you. It's just that the two that had broken away are slowing their pace a bit.
So we should probably be sneaky and just follow them at a distance so we can see where they're going in these caves.
They're coming straight at us, aren't they?
yeah, I think they're coming straight at us.
They're
Right
coming
at
right
us.
for us.
Oh, then I'm with Vin Diesel's plan, and we could hide. Although Vin Diesel's pretty huge, so I could hide, but I don't know about Vin.
Maybe that would be the smart thing to do, to actually have tactics to be like, let's just go straight at them.
You want to like make a circle of some kind and pop out at them?
We
Ooh,
could
that-
ambush.
That's great.
guess.
Everyone, make a circle.
Okay.
Everybody pick a tree and hide behind it.
Just for the sake of the party, I'm gonna once again clarify: they are still moving away from you.
Away from
Oh,
us.
they
They are.
from us.
Oh.
Thank you guys. They were moving away
Oh.
from
They're
us.
all moving. They're all moving away. It's just that the two of them are moving slower than the other one. So it's less that they're moving towards you and more that you are starting to gain on them.
Oh,
I
okay.
I apologize, everybody. It's my hawk brain. It
You
hasn't
are
transitioned yet.
terrible at a scout.
I
Oh, I
am.
guess-
There's
Yes.
two. Wait, no, one. Three.
7 more
So-
jump out from the sides.
I might have been wrong about the three. It might have been 5 or 7. I'm sorry.
All right, I'm going to restate my original plan that we sneak up behind them and see where they're going.
Okay.
Sneaky sneak.
I'll stay the furthest back.
I'm really bad at sneaking, though. Yeah, me and Ben are real bad.
All right, and you two stay back. Ludo, you go back into some kind of sneaky animal form, and then I'll be normal but sneaky.
All right. Actually, hold
Overall
on.
sneaky form.
Let me. I have a question. Have I seen a velociraptor before?
Oh boy.
I will let you give me a nature check to see if you have in some capacity.
Ooh. Okay. All right.
Standard D&D question.
Oh shit. 19.
Jesus.
Yay.
So, in your travels, you've seen many a splendid thing, one of which was in one of the more major cities, there was an arcane organization that focused primarily on conjuration and the like. And they were known well for conjuring bizarre species that had been unseen by most people. When you went to one of these like performances or demonstrations of this magic, one of the creatures that they did summon was in fact a velociraptor.
Awesome. I am going to turn into a velociraptor. Well, actually, before I do that, I was like, guys, okay, so who's taking lead here? Or are we just, what are we, because we're going to surround them from like, so one person's going to stay on the path, everyone else is going to go off to the sides, and then we're going to just circle them? Is that what we're doing?
I thought
I
we were
think-
just following them.
Yeah, now that we know they're going away from us, we're just going to follow and see where they go.
All right. I can do that. Do you guys want me to have Rocket out too, or?
It's probably all right for now.
Okay. Cool beans.
They seem to react negatively to being surprised by snakes in this village. So
What I have in mind, it won't be good either. So it just was making sure. And
Are
with
we
that,
able to tell if the direction they are going is back towards the village? Because if we're just circling back towards the village,
oh, that's a good point.
They lead you directly to
They just-
Damon's house.
take me back to his house, and it's like, oh,
We just came from here.
Vin Diesel pulls out a
Um,
compass.
I will say, given that there are landmarks that are able to be seen, such as the mountain ranges, and in the case of the village, you would be able to see. There would also be the keep, like up in the mountains, that you would be able to see. You are still moving from the village rather than.
cool.
Awesome. All right, I'm going to turn into a velociraptor.
That's the sneakiest animal I could think of.
Also,
They're pretty
this
good
is pretty
hunters.
cool. I get a multi-attack, which means I can make 2 attacks, one with its bite and one with its claw. And I get pack tactics. I get advantage on attack rolls if I'm within my pack or my allies.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
clever
But-
girl.
but you guys cannot be incapacitated. If you're incapacitated, I'm fucked. But anyway, just food for thought. Don't no pressure.
I also remembered I can
lay on
shoot with
hands.
animals, so
Nice.
that should help, right?
Sounds positive.
All right, let's sneakily follow them, but Finn and I will hang back in our giant armor.
Yeah, I'm gonna have everyone make stealth checks.
I'm hanging back. Disadvantage.
I'll say those of you with that are hanging back, since you are letting more of a gap show through, you can make.
I rolled a roll good, and I also have stealth +2, so I got a 19 +2, 20.
Nice.
I got an 11.
I got 17.
Yo.
Okay.
Seriously, wait a minute, come on.
Clumsy Velociraptor.
I also have little arms.
All right. So from what you can tell, they do not seem to be making any notice of you as you follow after them. This continues for several minutes as they get further into the mountains. Eventually, you are at the mouth of a cave, which appears to go down into the mountain. And so at this point, unless you're trying to stop them before they enter the cave, they would not be at the entrance as you arrive.
You guys want to let them go down or stop them before? I think let them. Follow them down. We don't know our way around that cave. We could get lost if we try to go by ourselves.
Yeah. This fucking guy told me he didn't go to these caves.
Yeah, these guys are the worst.
Liar.
I don't like a single person in this village.
No.
We gotta work on our interrogations. I just feel like
I hope we get paid well.
So yes, they disappear into the caverns. You're all currently at the entrance. You can see a ways in for a time because the natural light is angled into the cavern at the moment. However, like as far in as you can see, you do not see any of the people that you were pursuing. So you will have to go in to find them.
Let's do it.
If I get gonorrhea in this place, I'm going to be very upset.
lesser restorations will be fine.
Can Warforged get
We
gonorrhea?
can cure your gonorrhea at least 3 times.
I don't know, but you saw that guy's junk.
I feel like though, like Warforged can't. I think they're like immune to that kind of thing. So it's like,
I don't know. Is it magical gonorrhea?
well, I think
You're immune to
Warfor-
disease.
Magical sex cult gonorrhea.
yeah, because
you are immune to disease courtesy of Eberron Rising of the Last War.
Oh, thank you, Everon.
Oh, I'm immune
It's-
to
it-
disease too. Yeah.
it's like if Ultron
wants
was
to
walking
have
around
sex?
fucking shit.
Not right now. We're busy.
All right. So I'm just going to keep following these guys. Right? We're still following them. They went into the cave and we're going to sneak.
Still following.
Yeah, I will say make another stealth check just because you are now in their
No, cave.
place.
Oof. 7 plus 2. 9. Ooh.
I rolled a 1, so I have 5.
Wow.
See, you thought my problems were due to leveling up, but they're not.
8 plus 5 is 13.
Okay.
I got 21. Yes.
So ironically, the one in like plate armor, totally stealth. You forget he's there for a moment.
Fire for hair, so it makes sense. I'm not that stealthy inside a cave.
Yeah.
We
The
see
little bit of
because she
a
has-
glow you kind of emit naturally gives away your situation, but the loud echoing of the footsteps does not help either. Nonetheless, though, you don't seem to hear or notice any reactions to that. No one leaps out of the darkness to assault you or anything like that. However, going further into the caverns, you do reach the dreaded fork in the road, if you will. There's a path to the left and a path to the right. Both seem to lead into further darkness. Obviously, those of you with dark vision can see in this darkness to a point. However, the darkness does go beyond the range of your dark vision. Everyone make me a perception check.
I got a 9.
I got 9.
14.
Oh, we're so perceptive.
So what was the highest of the rolls? Was it the 14?
14 I think was highest.
Oh, fortunately, they rolled badly. So, yeah, with the 14, only one that hears it. But you do hear to the right, there is, albeit muffled, but there is talking. You can hear, you can't make out what they're saying, but you do hear a rather rushed voice speaking to someone else.
There's talking coming from the right tunnel.
We should go down the right tunnel.
Thanks, Vin Diesel. There's talking coming from the right tunnel, Ludo.
And I'm gonna start gonna go in the tunnel.
All right. The
Just
tunnel
3
does
people
narrow
and
a
a
little bit.
raptor.
I say the tunnel does narrow a bit. So what is the order that you're going down the tunnel?
Gents, I should probably go in front. You really want to go in front, Ludo? I mean,
Yeah, I'll go in front.
As
Yeah,
a
the armored
reasonable Velociraptor,
Famous last words, everybody. Famous last words. Yeah, I'll go front.
Yeah, I'll go in front.
all right, I'll go after Ludo.
all right, I'll go third. Vin Diesel
Okay.
is the rear.
I'll go last.
All right. So as you all venture further down the tunnel, kind of single file, you do eventually start to see the kind of outline of a door, the light peeking through. Given the kind of dull, dim nature of it, you can tell it's probably torchlight. The closer you get, the more you can still not make out what the words are, but you can hear a discussion amongst multiple people. From what you can tell, there are roughly 3 or 4 voices coming from behind the door, a mixture of male and female. They don't seem to be making any actions towards you. There don't seem to be any traps of any kind or anything like that. All you can make out right now is the muffled sound of their voices on the other side of the door.
We ready to bust in on these guys? What are we doing? We sneaking still, or are we barging in with weapons?
We've snuck and now we've hit a door.
We want to
The
smash
true
them.
bane of every adventuring party.
Does anyone have a glass that they can stick against?
Give a listen to the door. Does anyone want to try to eavesdrop, or do we just want to bust in?
I'm curious, how big is the slot at the bottom of the door?
Probably half an inch.
So like a mouse could get through?
Mouse could probably squeeze through. I don't know if it'd be like a really comfortable fit. You kind of have to breathe in a bit, but
Okay. I'm gonna turn back into my normal form, and I was like, I can try going under the door as a mouse, see what the hell's going on.
I mean, if you want, just scream.
since you're
at me.
speaking, everyone who's speaking needs to make a stealth roll.
Motherfucker. Okay. God damn it.
What am I rolling?
Stealth.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Did I speak?
+2.
13.
I
At the
don't think
moment, it's just the 2 of them that have spoken by the door. No, that's not true. Were you saying, do we want to bust in there? Was that out of game or in game?
I guess mine was in game too.
In that case, everyone is going to need to make stealth.
I have to do I do my disadvantage?
Yeah, that's going to be a disadvantage.
Tenacity. I got a 15.
I got an 11 as my disadvantage.
Okay.
Or both.
There does not appear to be any response. The communication continues as normal between them. They're talking low enough to where, again, unless you were to actually try to deliberately listen through the door, you can't quite make out what they're saying. Sounds as if almost they'd maybe be on the other side of the room, like away from where they could be heard.
Right.
So out of game, we're
Oh,
pretty sure they're hostile, but in game, technically we don't know they're hostile.
I mean, we are the
Probably
only.
out of game, you don't either.
Yeah.
The only reason that there's been any fighting was because you sicked a snake on somebody
Yeah, we've
and then attacked
initiated.
him.
all the conflict.
Okay, first off, the snake. Rocket did nothing wrong. Rocket only attacked after he attacked him.
I mean, he breaking and entering into a man's house. I don't know what the rules are of that village.
I think it's
Not
time
to
to
mention,
just
we're
bust.
talking like a python too. That's
I
not
think
like a
it's just-
small
Yeah.
rattler.
We
I think
sent
it's just time to
a
bust in, and we're gonna forget the politeness. We won't necessarily. We'll just come prepared. We're just here for the amulet.
But what if they
What else
are
going on?
like innocents? We don't want to bust in and start a fight necessarily. That's going to get people killed.
You want to knock them?
No, I want to. I
Wanna
think.
know?
Okay, Ludo, go
Yes,
under.
we gotta
the mouse.
whisper. We gotta whisper.
Go under the door as a mouse, and if you're not back in 5 minutes, we'll come in with all our weapons.
Okay, fine.
Or addendum.
Addendum.
You hear a mouse shriek, like, ooh, I got stamped on or something, or
And you'll see me in 5 minutes.
that's fair.
She's very clear about what will happen.
I already told you my plan.
I hear a mouse scream, help me.
Or you'll just hear me scream, holy shit, or something. I don't know. Just that's the cue. Just
All right,
all right.
5 minutes or holy shit, whatever comes first.
All right, 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna turn into a little mouse.
Okay.
He's gonna go.
Alright.
He's gonna quietly go squeak, squeak, and then go under the door.
My character will quickly start going to 300.
Okay. Since you are trying to stealthily squeak your way in, because you're a squeaky guy, give me a stealth roll as a mouse.
Right. Yep. I gotta find it. Where is the head? Wait a minute. Sorry. Oh shit. What is a mouse's thing? Okay, so that's a problem. It doesn't show like a mouse
Hmm.
in the thing.
We'll say a mouse being pretty small. We'll just say plus 4.
+4. Okay.
Mice are tiny. Makes sense. They'd be stealthy.
So I got a 7.
Yeah. Okay. So you sneak your way under the door, stepping into the room. Immediately, you see the sight in front of you. This does appear to be kind of a ritualistic chamber. There are various sigils on the walls and on the floor. Immediately, you spot 3 people ahead of you. There is a very pale, white-eyed elven man.
Okay.
There is a half-orc wielding a staff, who is not one of the ones that you had seen. You can tell that at least. And then you see Leto.
All right.
You to give me a quick perception check as well.
Oh yeah.
Something.
What's the perception as being a mouse? Is there anything extra with that or?
Let me see if there's
Sorry. Actually, let me.
something similar at least. Giant rat. We'll use that.
Ooh.
All right. No, I'm just going to do. All right. Okay. So perception is +5. Right. I'm doing perception or I'm doing insight?
It's perception.
Perception. Right. Sorry. I got a 14 + 5 would be 19.
Okay. Alrighty. In that case, you do notice in time to avoid it. You saw the 3 people ahead of you.
Yeah.
You didn't immediately see the 2 that were waiting right next to the door.
Opposing Roles is presented by D4K Studios and is produced in conjunction with Nick Argenbright and co-produced by Ashley Carlson and Catherine Ranella. Our game system for this episode is Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition by Wizards of the Coast. Our cast is William Scarborough as the Dungeon Master, with Laura Spires as Magma Scortus, Isaiah Shulwitz as Tenacity, Jessica Gibson as Vin Diesel, and Nick Argenbright as Ludo. Our second season has also been made possible by our Kickstarter backers, such as Woos, Yannick, Doug Poeta, Christopher LeBlanc, Andrew, Kenny, Jerome Wetzel, Casey May, Anonymous, Tavia Ordway, Anthony Portillo, Jen and Brian Petrie, Guest 16555425418, Laura Spires, Kimberly Barr, Kyle Jepson, Becky Horseman, Kevin Heyman, Jaleesa James, Ariel Wiles, Max Messick, Kyle Keckley, Vivian Lermond, Night Gig Studios, Dave Olson, Shannon Marie Watts, Ian Gardreau, Nikhil Makija. Music for the show provided by Derek Shire and Pink Zebra featuring Benji Jackson. Please support our musicians by checking out the show notes for their respective links. We are, of course, on Twitter and Instagram under the username GoodBadGeeky. Follow that for updates on all the different projects I'm involved in, including Opposing Roles. Dungeons & Dragons and all related titles, logos, and characters are trademark property of Wizards of the Coast, and Opposing Roles does not imply any endorsement, affiliation, or sponsorship by the copyright and trademark holders unless otherwise noted. Opposing Roles is a production of D4K Studios.